Okay, so I had a request from a person. They ask about in the groundwork how I go about, I call it untracking the hindquarters. Some people call it disengaging. It don't matter what you call it. How I go about doing that and then letting the front end go across and change directions. So when the hindquarters untrack, the horse loads up the front end so he can move the back end laterally, meaning he shifts some weight to the front feet. When the front feet move laterally, you'll see the horse lean back onto the hindquarters so they can move the front feet. Now, this mare is a 3-year-old mare. She was started exactly almost 1 year ago. We put 4 rides on her then. She hadn't been touched all year long until last Tuesday. Today's Monday, so I've worked with her 5 times in the last week. And it's not just that I can do this, anybody can do this, but this is a testament to how good, correctly applied horsemanship can get your horses very operational very early. Now, before the horse can yield the hindquarters and front end correctly, you've got to have them where they're kind of light on the lead rope, meaning they can't be just dragging you all over the pen and you expect to get any quality from the feet. So there's some things like that that have to be in place before you're going to get what you see this mare give me. So what I'm going to do is, I like to stand in front of my horses and I'm just going to direct her to my left or to my right. I'll go to my left. She should take her front feet to her right and start around the circle just like that. Now the head came up a little bit. I'm not too worried about that. The more sure she gets about what I need to do with her feet, the less the head will go up. So you see my left arm going out like right there. She's wanting to kind of hook on to me and roll her hindquarters and stop. I don't want that. I'm looking for a little better circle. Right in there, she looks pretty good. Her head is still too high, but for the moment, I'm referring to the feet. Right through there, the circle looked good. Okay. There's good energy in the circle. There's good energy in the horse. She's putting out good effort. Now, what I'm going to do is, as the inside hind, which in this case is the left, as it leaves the ground to go forward, I'm going to suggest that she set it more toward her right front, like that. And see, that one suggestion started the process. You clearly saw when I said like that, that left hind reached further under the mare toward the right front. And that started the process of untracking the hindquarters. Now this mare understands it enough that I just suggested she do it, and then I just got out of her way and let her finish, okay? So I'm gonna do that again, and this time I'm gonna talk about, I want you to watch for her to shift her weight back onto her hindquarters and move her front feet laterally to her left. So here we go. That was good. I'm going to get my circle good first. I don't want to go through something bad just to get something else. So until the circle's good, I won't go any further. Now the circle's pretty good right through there. There's the hindquarters. There she shifted back, and you saw her take a big reach with her left front. All right? I'll just stay to the right. Now she's a little more concerned about me being on the right side. That's why she's hurrying. Right there, she looks pretty good. There she wanted to die out. I just suggested she go forward. See, that's something else. When I can do something like that and get her feet to liven up, that's a pretty good indication that the lead rope is pretty well hooked to her feet. In other words, I'm not always having to take my lead rope or my flag or something and drive her forward. She understands that means liven up the feet. There. Okay, now, I'm going to get in time with the right hind, there. And I just started the process and then I let her finish it. Again, as the right hind was leaving the ground to come forward, I suggested she set it under, which she did, and then she just, in another step or two, this is how she wound up, which is exactly what I want. Now, I'm gonna send her front end back to my left, which will be her right. And I want you to watch her lean back on her hindquarters like that, and then the front feet can move. There's the hindquarters. There she leans back, and there's the front end. There's the hindquarters. There she leans back, and there's the front end. So that's how that works. And again, you can see how soft and light, as green as she is to the lead rope. And again, anybody's capable of getting them this way if you just know how. So I hope that clears some things up for the lady that asked the question, and there's maybe some others out there that are concerned about the same thing. So leave your comments, whatever you want to say about that. I'd appreciate it.